tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. The give out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Cajuns! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but then he stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
I'll tell you, sometimes you get in these snowy, blizzard-like conditions. It's hard even to see the football after it's thrown in the air. Give the defender a lot of credit there, not just for catching it, but also locating the football before getting that interception.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Louisiana.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
And the Dukes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Evans. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Fires into the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Louisiana, 14. James Madison, 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll leave it with him. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. You know when it's snowing, not only is it wet, it's freezing. Your hands are cold. You can barely feel the football, so if you can get to that football, put your hand on it, or rip that thing out, a lot of times you can force some of those turnovers. Great job by the defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They're trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David. Going for it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Steps away. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
2nd down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Get set. Ready.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Louisiana, 21. James Madison, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
1st and 10.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. Brings up 3rd down.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Evans. He finds his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown!
that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Handoff from the gun. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fast motion from the offense. Going for 6. Touchdown, James Madison. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
And the Louisiana offense will take over 1st and 10.
With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. He's looking to throw it. He wants to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Catch in the middle. It's Knight.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Evans. Coming. He lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
When that snow's coming down, it's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. And you could tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. He's piled up 82 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. To the ground with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down,
physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You've got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head, start dialing it in.
Forced out of the pocket. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat. He was able to get him down right away.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To throw, it's Evans. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Give to the big fullback. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up a first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 spike.
The give to the left. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! Defense over pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that play.
On the set.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Jackrabbit.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, what a nice play in the passing game there. We were all in the car driving over here together in the snow, and we were wondering, is anybody going to be able to even complete a pass in these conditions? Well, I guess we just got our answer there. It's not easy, man. As a quarterback, the ball is slippery, and for receivers or anybody running routes, it's hard to get in and out of breaks, but they might have been throwing that ball in Miami. I mean, that looked beautiful and on time.
Headed outside for the line. It's Knight. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. This is still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you've just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Big celebration, understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
At the 35, he's got room. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's